Bonsoir and good evening, Montreal. My name is Clarence from Faction 100 News. Tonight's special report, an unexpected way of producing clean drinking water in rural Africa.
That's right, Clarence. Every year, over 700,000 children around the world die from drinking contaminated water. With poor water, sanitation, and hygiene also accounting for almost 10% of global diseases. Public health officials are exploring new ways to improve sanitation and produce clean water.
Thanks, Tom. One solution has caught the attention of Microsoft founder and philanthropist Bill Gates, who is now funding a bold new initiative in Senegal, producing clean water from human waste.
For a closer look at this project, we turn now to field reporter Joe, live in Senegal.
Joe, are you with us?
Yes, Clarence, I'm here reporting live from the Omni Processor. What an amazing project! Can you believe this thing can actually transform human feces into water? It's truly a marvelous innovation.
Is it true that Bill Gates actually drank the water produced by the Omni Processor?
Oh yes, here's exclusive unedited footage taken just a few minutes ago.
Joe, could you briefly explain to our viewers how this machine works?
Yes, of course.
Biosolids enter a dryer where the moisture is evaporated, and the dried solid waste is burned, reducing the salt to ashes. The fire heats water in the boiler pipe, creating steam, which is fed to the engine that runs a generator to produce electricity. This electricity is used to power the entire Omni processor and even produces surplus electricity, which can be distributed elsewhere. The waste heat from the engine travels back to the jar in the form of steam, where it provides the energy required for the jar to operate. It is then condensed back to water and pumped back to the boiler to repeat the cycle. Steam from the wet biosolids leave the jar and go through filters before it is condensed into water, which is then purified so it can be used to drink or to be recycled for other purposes.
Clarence, I'm also here with Nancy to work on this project. Nancy, can you tell me about how engineering disciplines collaborate with non-engineering disciplines to improve sanitation?
Oh, it's funny you asked. First, this project required the collaboration of a friend of mine who's actually a sanitary engineer. His job is using the engineering methods to improve sanitation of the community. He worked in tandem with the mechanical engineer, creating the Omni processor which disposes of fecal matter and produces clean water and electricity.
What exactly does a sanitary engineer do?
The sanitary engineer's main job was identifying the source of the problem and creating a blueprint for how to solve the issue. He did so by proposing that human feces should be converted to a non-pathogenic substance while also producing water and electricity as its product.
Wow. Were there any other engineers involved in the creation of the Omni processor?
Yes, of course. We had a mechanical engineer whose job was to design a self-powered machine which had little maintenance requirements at the low production cost. With these constraints, the mechanical engineer had to be very creative. He came up with a way to utilize the vapor pressure so the machine could power itself independently while also eliminating danger risks. It is through his knowledge and applications of physics with the help of other similar engineers and non-engineers that this idea took form.
Other than engineers, were there anyone else who helped make this project come to life?
Yeah, one of the first steps of this process was to send a social worker on the field in Dakar and get valuable insight from the potential users, such as mothers and their children. The social worker then brought back the insight to the development team to ensure that the Omni processor would respect the desires of the community.
Could you elaborate further on how that's useful for the project?
One of the major improvements we made was to the size of the bathrooms. People must feel comfortable using them, so they have to be spacious enough to bring children in as well. The social workers also had a key role in spreading the message to the community, expressing the importance of using these bathrooms. Social workers would also gather feedback from the community to potentially improve the working of the system for future models. It is thanks to this type of work that today in Dakar, the Omni processor is treating a third of the city's fecal sludge.
Wow, it sounds amazing. So basically what you're telling me is that this project wouldn't have been possible had it not been for the collaboration between engineering disciplines and non-engineering fields. Thank you, Nancy, and back to you, Clarence.
The Omni processor not only provides a solution for the sanitation problem, but it also serves as a source of income and resources for the local towns. The clean water and electricity it produces also helps improve the dire living conditions of those communities, and the ashes produced by the machine can be used as a construction material as well.
Well, it is truly sensational that engineering can provide such a benefit on a wide scale. The Omni processor should serve as an example for all engineers. It is estimated that without preventive measures, half the world's population will be living in water-scarce areas by 2025.
That's all for now, folks. See you back next week. This has been Faction 100 News.